Rohan Kamath is a 22-year-old indie singer-songwriter who is also pursuing B.Tech in mechanical engineering. He's trained in Hindustani Classical Singing and is majorly a self-taught guitarist and ukulele player. He has performed across various events throughout Mumbai and has now dwelled into the world of original music, with the lockdown serving as a perfect opportunity for him to put out acoustic versions of his original songs on SoundCloud and YouTube. His major influences include Ed Sheeran, John Mayer, and indie musician bands such as The Local Train. So,
Thank you so
hi, what's
much.
up?
Thank you so much for having me. I've been seeing that there have been so many talented people on this live, like under Sakshi. So I'm privileged to be a part of this. And thank you for having me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Anytime. So, what have you been up to?
Um, Lately, not a lot of music because I mean, in the initial stages of lockdown, I was in that zone. I was in that creative zone, and I could write a lot of things. And I mean, I used to write every day, literally. And
Hmm.
so yeah, I was in that zone, and I mean, I don't know. I feel like this kind of break is necessary for you to get back into that zone again. So now it's that dormant zone where I'm not able to do anything. So I've just been promoting whatever I've already put up, and yeah.
So, how many songs have you released since the
Um,
lockdown started?
I released five. Released as in I just put up like acoustic versions in a very low production quality, just an iPad, my Apple earphones, and the guitar. So it hasn't been a lot of effort when it comes to. I mean, it can get much better when you produce it produce it properly. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to put up. I mean, I wasn't planning on this. Wasn't like a plan which I had thought of because obviously none of us expected a lockdown to be so yeah so prolonged. So I
Extended.
just put up one song. Yeah, I just put up one song, Pani, and people started liking it. So then it's motivated and inspired me to write and put up more songs. And yeah, that is how I put it up, ending five of them. So yeah.
So, was Pani the first song you ever released, or was Pani the first song you released during lockdown?
Pani was probably okay. So I've put up like small versions of it on Instagram, but I wasn't really like confident about putting up the whole song as my first song. So I'd put up like a snippet of it, saying that oh, this is like something I wrote with a friend. So I wrote it with a friend of mine who was also my senior from college. So both of us had been
Hmm.
writing for a long time, but like we were never really confident because both of us were very new in this field. So this was just like an experiment which turned out to be really nice. So yeah. So Pani is like I'll say it's probably my first song, yeah. First song that I ever put out. Yeah.
Nice. And then you just went on to putting out covers, right? I mean, not
Yeah,
covers, I mean, originals.
yeah. So yeah, it just motivated me to put up some other songs that were ready and yeah.
Nice.
So
So,
yeah.
which one is your favorite out of all the songs that you've released?
So my personal favorite would be Baso Mere because I mean I'll obviously play it and people who don't know. So that song is I don't know it was just in that zone and as I mentioned earlier I was in that writing kind of zone and it just I sat down and I just started writing it. I started singing it practically. I just had to change a few words and the entire song just came down on the like in one setting and I mean like I hadn't planned on it. I was just doing like a normal writing session, but it just happened to come out in one go. So yeah, it was. I think that has to be like the most. That was the first time where I like surprised myself in terms of writing. I was like, oh shit. So yeah, I think that's my favorite.
Interesting. Nice. So,
Mhm.
when did you start singing? When did music start for you?
Okay. So I feel like music has always been a part of me. Like I've always been into some kind of other music, but nobody in my family is into music. Like they don't even the only music they are into is listening. So that's about it. And so yeah, I mean initially very long ago, like when I was younger, I used to learn the keyboard, but I wasn't really interested in it. After that, I switched to Hindustani classical, and from Hindustani classical, I went on to the guitar. So throughout my childhood, something or the other, I was always related to involved in music somehow. And yeah, so I've been yeah, I guess music has always been like an integral part of me, but I would love to have someone in the family who's also, into singing so that could help me in some way. But yeah, it's okay.
Great. So, what was your childhood like?
Oh, what was my childhood like? Like musically or just generally?
Generally, and how did it transition into where did music come in? How did it come in?
Um, I used to, I think I was in the fifth when I started learning Hindustani classical. Before that, so it's a funny story actually. When I was learning the keyboard before Hindustani classical, I used to go to a class where the sir used to teach guitar and keyboard in the same room. Okay, so it used to be like a class of like 15, 20 people in the same room playing. So I used to always be fascinated by the guitar, but I couldn't really play it. And so I used to tell my dad that please tell sir to convince him to, because I want to learn that. And he always used to discourage, saying that you're too young for that, you cannot hold it in your hand, your fingers will hurt and all of that. I mean, could have been right at that point, but that is what made me quit keyboard, because I was more interested in something which was happening in the same room. So I wasn't into music as such then, but then I started singing Hindustani classical, and that was when I actually started generating interest. And yeah, I think Hindustani classical, people who know, and there is this institute called Gandharva Mahavidyalaya. So I started giving exams of those. So I gave like 3 exams, after which it became too overboard for me. Then I lost interest because it involved use of tanpura and all of that. So I couldn't really continue that. So yeah, I gave 3 exams, and after that, this. So answering your question, I mean, yeah, that's about it. That is how my childhood has been. Yeah.
Nice. So, you said you grew up playing guitar. So, how did Western singing come into the picture?
I mean, I feel like, okay, so the first Western song that I ever heard was Wake Me Up When September Ends. Okay, and yeah, so that was like one of the first songs, Green Day and Eminem. That is how I got introduced into music. And obviously all those Shakira, Temperature, all of those were there, but I wasn't really into Western music. But Wake Me Up When September Ends was, it's such, so Green Day, you know that it is a very guitar dominated kind of a band. There are 3 guitarists. So that is how I started in Western music, and then obviously I got introduced to many more bands such as Coldplay, Linkin Park, obviously. So, what was your question again?
How did Western music come into the picture?
Yeah. So yeah, this is how it. I went ahead with it, and yeah, Eminem and Green Day basically.
Nice, nice, nice. So, who are your favorite artists right now? If you had to pick, say, 4 to 5 artists who heavily influence you, who would they be?
Uh, Obviously, I mean, like people like Ed Sheeran, John Mayer, everyone's a fan, and I mean, Ed Sheeran is, if you, I mean, very honestly, I like Ed Sheeran's previous work than his recent one. Like I wouldn't say Divide is Ed Sheeran. I mean, he has obviously evolved, he's become much better musician, but when you go back and you listen to his Plus, those albums, that is the kind of music that inspires me. So that Ed Sheeran. Then John Mayer is obviously a god for anyone who plays the guitar. Then obviously Eminem and the local train recently, very lately, local train is also something that I relate to a lot. Their songwriting basically. So yeah.
Nice. So, you also have been covering a lot of music. So, are these the same artists that you usually cover?
Not really. I mean, my covering a song depends on my obsession with it. Like I wouldn't cover any song if I listen to this song 2 days continuously on repeat, then I'd like to cover it. Otherwise it's just gonna be, like I like a lot of songs, but I'm not obsessed with it. So I need to be obsessed. That is why you see I have very less covers. But yeah, there are some songs which stick somehow relatable. So those are the ones that I like to do.
That's very true. Relatable. So, what is music to you at this point of life?
At this point of life, thank you, Shreyans. Yeah. At this point of life, I mean, I'm very confused when it comes to music as a career because I don't really know if I can get into music full time. So as of now, it's just writing and putting up stuff and not thinking about the future. I mean, it's not that I'm in a hurry yet. It's not a race. It's not a competition. So I'm just gonna, whenever I get time, I'm just gonna write. I'm gonna put up songs and let's see how it goes from there. I haven't really planned anything. I start working really soon, so I mean, I'm not gonna have a lot of time. But yeah, as of now, music is just a subsidiary. Yeah.
But then, how did you, you know, pursue you finished your engineering and now you're
Mhm.
doing music. So, how did that exactly pan out? Like the whole fusion, and right now you said you're also starting work.
Yeah.
So,
So
how
this
did
was
that pan out?
actually music. Doing music was never in a plan. Okay, I was always like it was always a side thing. It was always something you call passion, and that is how I mean we've all been grown. So that is how it was always in my head. But then this lockdown, especially, like I mean, it has been a blessing in disguise to not only me, to a lot of us, I'm sure, in other ways. But yeah, so I mean, if I hadn't put up that first song and people wouldn't have liked it, I would have probably never put up more songs. So yeah, I mean, that was the only thing that inspired or motivated me to swing towards music. But yeah, I mean, I haven't decided yet. So yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, you don't have to decide everything right now.
Mm.
So, would you consider music therapeutic?
Mm, yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a very, like I haven't really read about it, but I feel like that's a very great opportunity and it's a very inviting field, but I haven't really researched anything about it yet.
No, what I meant is, does music calm you down whenever you're having a
Oh,
situation of
okay.
stress or anxiety or like any stressful situation? Just music, creating music, expressing yourself via music. Do you feel that's therapeutic? Does it help you?
So, in this course of engineering for the past 4 years, I feel like that has been my escape. Whenever there are any exams coming up or submission assignments coming up, I always turn to my guitar, always turn to my instrument, I always turn to writing. I mean, I wouldn't say I could write whatever I was feeling then, but I mean, it served as an escape. It served as a getaway. So yeah, I mean, that has definitely been a major part, and I definitely find it therapeutic. But I mean, so that's the thing, right? So music has always, for me, music has always been something I fall back on. So to make that as the primary is something that is very scary. That's the whole problem. Yeah.
Nice. So, today, what songs are you gonna perform for us? Are they gonna be only originals, or are you also gonna be singing a few covers?
I've thought of a few originals, like two, three of them, and then probably let's see. I'll definitely do covers, one or two of them. Yeah.
Okay, then let's begin. What's the first song that you're gonna perform?
Mm. Let's see. I think I'll start with Pani.
Okay.
Sing song. The song is called Pani. I hope you guys like it. मन में बसे अंधेरों से बादल छा रहे, फिसलते हुए किनारों पे तुझको बुला रहे। बरसाती है समा, अंधेरा है यहाँ, बूंदें गिरी नहीं, तू किनारों पे थमा। खुद की कर फिकर, धुंधली ना हो तेरी नजर, पानी अपना रास्ता बनाएगा। खुद की कर फिकर, धुंधली ना हो तेरी नजर, पानी अपना रास्ता बनाएगा। मन में बसी आवाज़ों से बादल चला रहे, भीगी चली हवाओं से राहें थम गए। आधे से यहाँ दिन ढलता जा रहा, सोचे ही कहीं तू सोते ख्वाबों में बसा। खुद की कर फिकर, धुंधली ना हो तेरी नजर, पानी अपना रास्ता बनाएगा। खुद की कर फिकर, धुंधली ना हो तेरी नजर, पानी अपना रास्ता बनाएगा। बरसाती है समा, अंधेरा है यहाँ, बूंदें गिरी नहीं, तू किनारों पे थमा। होना बेसब्र, रख दिल को थाम कर, पानी नदियों में भी भर जाएगा। खुद की कर फिकर, धुंधली ना हो तेरी नजर, पानी अपना रास्ता बनाएगा। पानी अपना रास्ता बनाएगा, नदियों में भी भर जाएगा। Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I love this one.
Thank you so much,
So,
guys.
what's the story behind Pani?
So Pani was actually written, like it was started like this whole. So my friend who I spoke about, Sachin, so he sent a poem to me over WhatsApp, which involved a lot of words which ended like this: "Pani apna rasta banayega," then Hawaii, something. So that Pani apna rasta banayega, that song, that line stuck with us, and that is how we start. Like that was the first line of the song that we wrote. Like that had to be the chorus, that had to be the hook line, and after that we wrote the entire thing. So yeah, I mean, I feel like for the both of us both of us are engineers, so this is like our escape. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. So, what's next?
I'll sing a cover. I haven't sung
Okay.
this ever, but like, I mean, I haven't really practiced it. But let's see. This is obviously the new song, Kasur.
Oh, nice.
हाँ, मैं गुमसुम इन राहों की तरह तेरे ख्वाबों में, तेरी ख्वाहिशों में छुपा, ना जाने क्यों है ये रोज का सिलसिला, तू रूह की है दास्ता, तेरे जुल्फों की ये नमी, तेरी आंखों का ये नशा, या खो भी जाऊं तो मैं, क्या कसूर है मेरा, क्यों ये अफसाने इन लम्हों में खो गए, हम घायल थे इन लफ्जों में खो गए, थे हम अनजाने, अब दिल में तुम हो चुकी, हम हैं शहर की परछाइयाँ, तेरे सांसों की रात है, तेरे होठों की है सुबह, या खो भी जाऊं तो मैं, क्या कसूर है मेरा, क्या कसूर है मेरा, क्या कसूर है मेरा. Thank you so much.
Yay! I love this song. This song is so nice.
Yeah, but I like the acoustic version more for some reason.
Oh, I haven't heard it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
Pratik Kuhar.
he put this up like more than a year ago, the acoustic one. But then he produced this one. So anyway, yeah, that was Kasur. Thank you so much, guys.
Pratik Kuhar has set like an example of acoustic music vibes for everybody,
Yeah, yeah,
like a standard.
I feel like, I mean, given that his songs are too easy to sing, and I mean, there are a lot of people who don't like him because of that, because it's not real music. But I mean, firstly, I admire him for his songwriting because he can write in Hindi and English. And plus, he can play, like, he's brilliant at the keyboard and the guitar. So, I mean, that's just that talent for you. So, you can't deny that. Like, I agree that a lot of people don't like his music for how he sings it. I mean, but yeah, I mean, everyone has their own style.
So what next?
Next, I'll sing Baso Mere, my personal favorite. I'm just so bad at lyrics, I keep it for safety. यहाँ रुका हूँ मगर तू नहीं है आसपास, मैं कहीं गुमसा लापता हो गया हूँ मैं यहाँ, कहीं दूर ले चलो मुझे अपने बाहों में, कहीं मैं चलूं तेरे ही तो लिए दिल खाली है, कदम बढ़ाए साथ तेरे, तुम तो हो बस हो मेरे. तेरी कभी दिल से निकलती नहीं तेरी आशिकी, तू कहीं रुकी है फंसी है इन बातों में, कहीं कहीं दूर ले चलो मुझे अपने बातों में, कहीं मैं चलूं तेरे ही ही तो लिए बाहें खाली है, कदम बढ़ाए साथ तेरे, तुम तो बस हो मेरे। मैं गुम सा गया हूँ तेरी तो यादों में, मैं थम सा गया हूँ तेरी तो सांसों में, कहीं दूर ले चलो मुझे अपने बाहों में, कहीं मैं चलूं तेरे ही ताली है, दिल खाली है, कदम बढ़ाए साथ तेरे, तुम तो बस हो मेरे। Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, the comments have been very fascinating.
Yeah, I saw. I mean, I mean, I, so I'm very new to this whole live thing. I haven't done a lot of it, so I kind of, yeah, you know.
Yeah. This one was also my personal favorite. Love this one. What
Thank
next?
you. What next? What should I say? Okay,
If people have any requests, are you open to taking requests?
I'm open, but I don't know if I can. And okay, this is like my personal favorite, but again, I've never really sung it. Let's see if I can. This is local train Aftab. खामोश भीड़ में फिर वो खड़े गुमशुदा मौजूद हो यहाँ या गुम कहीं, किसको पता जब लगे हर घड़ी के अब इस रात की ना है सुबह कोई करे यकीन, देख तू के आफताब वो हंसी है छुपाए ही कहीं। चेहरे में तेरे बंद हो कितने सवाल पूछते, खुशी का पता बाकी अभी इम्तिहान है, मगर राग सर पर गहरा अंधेरा महताब सोच का कर यकीन, देख तू के आफताब वो हंसी है छुपाए ही कहीं दूर शो एक नया महताज ना किसी के न पूछे कोई, तेरा नाम ले जहाँ बस खुशी फलसफा बस यही कि करे यकीन। ओ, I love this song way too much, dude. Like when I first heard it on loop for 48 hours. No other song continuously throughout the day.
Wow.
Song is too pretty.
Yeah, damn. I haven't heard much of Local Train, but I definitely will.
You should definitely listen to this song, bro. It's so good.
So if
Yeah.
people have any requests, you guys can type it. If
Thank you so much,
Rohan
guys.
wants to do it, he will do it.
Not once, if I know.
Potato, potato. What next?
What next? Hmm. Okay, let's. Should I do like the most generic Bollywood song, Sham?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
It's a Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Okay.
Up
This
to
is
you.
Sham. I'm sure everyone's familiar with this. शाम भी कोई जैसे है नदी लहर जैसे बह रही है कोई अनकही कोई अनसुनी बात धीमे धीमे कह रही है कहीं ना कहीं जागी हुई है कोई आरज़ू कहीं ना कहीं खोए हुए से है मैं और तू कि बूम 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 भरा है खामोश दोनों कि बूम 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 भरा है मदहोश दोनों जो गुमसुम है ये फिजाएं जो कहती सुनती है ये निगाहें गुमसुम है ये फिजाएं है ना सुहानी सुहानी है ये कहानी जो खामोशी सुनाती है जिसे तूने चाहा होगा वो तेरा मुझे वो ये बताती है मैं मगन हूँ पर न जानूं गवाने वाला है वो पल हौले हौले धीरे धीरे खिलेगा दिल का एक कमल कि बूम 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 भरा है खामोश दोनों कि बूम 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 भरा है मदहोश दोनों जो गुमसुम है ये फिजाएं जो कहती सुनती है ये निगाहें गुमसुम है ये फिजाएं है ना Yes, that's Sham. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
a lot of fans, Rohan.
Well, let's don't do this.
Okay. Why don't you sing a few more of your originals? Because I'm like, according to the comments, I think people want them more than
Yeah. Okay. I
covers.
mean, singing two of mine. So okay, I'll sing one which I haven't really put up. This is called Punk. I don't know when I'm gonna put this up, but yeah, like this is completely done.
Oh, you just wrote it?
Yeah, I mean this is the most recent I wrote it. My friend Sachin is also there in the line.
Okay.
But yeah. रही है, जाने क्यों सन्नाटों से This is too high. Shit. बातों में भी कमी सी लग रही है, जाने क्यों सन्नाटों से मिल गई, रास्ते भी उलझे उलझे से लग रहे हैं, कोशिशें सहमी सहमी सी हो गई, मेरी नजरों से भी गुम सा गया हूँ मैं, जाने खुद के पास या दूर कहीं, अब बीती सारी बातों से खफा हूँ मैं, तुझे किसी की जरूरत नहीं हो, खोल दे ये पंख तू, खोल दे अपने ये पंख तू, खोल दे अपने ये पंख तू, खोल दे अपने ये पंख तू, रातें भी जुगनुओं से सज गए हैं, जाने क्यों चांदनी खो गई, सपने भी बहके बहके से लग रहे, हसरतें बदली बदली सी लग रही, मेरी नजरों से बिखरता गया हूँ मैं, ये सांसें मुझे सता रही, अब बीती सारी बातों से खफा हूँ मैं, तुझे किसी की जरूरत नहीं, खोल खोल दे ये पंख तू, खोल दे अपने ये पंख तू, खोल दे अपने ये पंख तू, खोल दे अपने ये पंख तू, मेरी सारी बातों में हजारों ख्वाहिशें है लिखी, वैसे तो जमानों की बातें हैं वही, रुक जाने के नहीं बहाने, उड़ने की तू आदत बना ले, खोल दे ये पंख तू, खोल दे अपने ये पंख तू, खोल दे अपने ये पंख तू, खोल दे अपने ये पंख तू. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you. I have not really decided an ending for this. It's just impromptu, whatever.
Sounds
Yeah.
nice, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Put it out
Again.
soon.
Thank you, Atya.
Thank you for joining us and doing this with us. So, for everyone who's watching, Ananya here has mentioned about what we do. So, we do these live sessions as a part of our Make Home a Safe Space campaign. And I would request all of you to go to our bio and click on the link tree where we have our webinar details. We have our keto campaign and we have our website. So check it out. We work towards the prevention of child sexual abuse and domestic violence. And Rohan here is supporting us in our cause. So thank you, Rohan. And
Thank
I
you so
would
much.
like to invite all of you for a webinar tomorrow, a webinar on prevention of child sexual abuse. If any of you are interested, you can go to our bio and click on the registration link and be a part of it. So thank you, Rohan. Would you like to sing one last song
Yeah.
before?
Please support Sakshi because they are doing a phenomenal job. Please head up to the webinar, check it out, and I mean you have the link right there, and you can contribute in any way possible. They're doing an incredible job, and I'm really honored to be a part of this. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming on. So, yeah, do you want to sing one last song before you leave?
Oh shit. Okay. I don't know which one to sing though. ठीक है. चलो. Let's sing. Let's sing again a Pratik Kuhar song.
Which one?
Dil Beparwa. I like this song.
Oh, and Ankur Tiwari.
Yeah. थोड़ी थोड़ी है सबकी सुनी, थोड़ा कुछ तो सबने कहा, थोड़ा थोड़ा समझा भी मगर दिल ये माने बस इसकी जिद है, दिल बेफिक्र लापता, कैसी ये धुन है खोकर भी कुछ ना मिला, इस दिल की आदत यही है, गिर कर संभलता नहीं है, जालिम समझता नहीं है ये कोई जुबान, दिल बेपरवाह, दिल बेपरवाह, कतरा कतरा हो बिखरता, दुनिया गुजरती रही, टुकड़ों पे चलती, बस इसकी जिद है, बेफिक्र लापता, कैसी ये धुन है खोकर भी कुछ ना मिला, इस दिल की आदत यही है, गिर कर संभलता नहीं है, जालिम समझता नहीं है ये कोई जुबान, दिल बेपरवाह, ये दिल बेपरवाह, दिल बेपरवाह. Yes, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.